Hello everyone, myself Manush Kumar. Welcome back to our YouTube channel Learn World. Today we are here with a new concept from the database management system, that is data models, and in that schema and instances. What is data models? In the last lecture, in the last video, we discussed what is data models and what are their types and how they are stored in a database, what is their structure, what is their relationship and all. In this video, we will see what is schema and what is instances. So first, let us come to with the schema. The overall design of a database is called a schema. We are going to design a database. How we are going to means in this way we are going to create a database in any form. Like in the last class, we in the last video we discussed the data models, like in the form of network, in the form of hierarchy, tables, entity. So however we create the overall design structure is called the database schema. We will see in the next slide, we will see the example also. A database schema is the skeleton structure of the database. Here the word we are going to use skeleton. Here in this human body, if you look into the skeleton, means skeleton only bones, without no, without blood, without veins, and without muscles. So in the database also, schema is a skeleton structure of the database. Here there is a database, but that database will not contain any other data except its skeleton, except its basic structure, like what type of data we have stored. For example, you can see here that this one is the schema of any database. Here we can see that there is a name, and the name is contains a strings and student number, class, measure. We have only the skeleton. We don't have the any other data which is stored in this database. So this is the skeleton structure of the database. Next, a schema contains schema objects like table, foreign key, primary key, views, columns, data types, stored procedures, etc. The schema contains the name of the table, like a student, like a course, prerequisites, sections, and project reports. And these contains the attributes of a name. Means name has a some attributes, like means it has a constraint, like the name should only contains the string. It will not we can't see in the skeleton, but it is inside, it is stored in such a way that the name should only contain the string contents, and student number as an integer, class as a names, and measure as a measure courses or any other subjects. So a database schema can be represented by using the visual diagram. That diagram shows the database objects and relationship with each other. So this is the diagrammatic way. In this way, we show that how our database skeleton, how we are structured, how we are modeled that our database. Like a student database has a attributes like a name, student number, class, and measure, and the same remaining other attributes. Means we have structured in such a way that we store the name, we store the student number, we store the class and measures as attributes. And next one is a database schema is designed by the database designers to help programmers whose software will interact with the database. The process of data creation is called the data modeling. In the last video, we saw about what is data model. In the data model, how we are going to store the data, means how we are going to structure our data, our table in the database. So this one is created by the database administrator, like we can say like a server manager, whoever have created that database, that person will create these structures and let us leave for the user to store their names, store their numbers, class, and measures based on their priority, to whom it has provided priority. And next one, we can see that a schema diagram can display only some aspects of the schema, like the name of the record type, data type, and constraints. Other aspects can't be specified through the schema diagram. For example, the given figure neither shows the data type of each data item nor the relationship among various files. The database schema will only show the attributes of a particular entity. Here we can't see the which kind of data we have stored, means which kind of data we have constraint, we have a restrictions about this attribute name. Like a name, you can see that name, it will take an we can store, we have to store only the string data type, but it will not mention here that only store the string data type, like in the student table. And student number, it has an integer, it will not show here that what type of data we are going to store. We have only say that there is an attribute like a student number, and we have to store it, and we have to insert the data. So this is about the schema. So schema is the overall skeleton structure which is created by the database administrator, and it will show only the attributes without the data types, its constants, and who have created. So this one is the schema. So instance is very easy first one. The data which is stored in a database at a particular moment of the time is called the instance of the database. So what is instance? So this is the data. This is the schema, that is a skeleton structure we have created by the database administrator. So instances is the, it's like a C. We can say here that instance is the uh, things which we are going to insert into the any schema or any table. Like it is a student name, we add some names like Adam, Smith, and student number like a 1 2, class as a first year, second year, major subjects as a DBMSC and all. So if we store only two rows into the database at a particular moment, then that is the instances. At a particular moment, this student has only two rows and store students. And if we updated, if we added three more students, then that schema will be increases, and that particular moment the instance is the five more, means total three more, so instances, three more information which is stored at a particular moment. Then it has a total of five rows, means there is a total of five students. Before we have only two students, and that is the instance of that moment, and now we have a total of five students which is stored in the student table. So five students are the instances of now, means present moment. So the instances are going to be changed, but not the schema is going to be changed by the database administrator only, and instances are going to be added by the user. Many instances are going to be changed with the some database languages, and those database languages we are going to learn in the next videos. Thank you. This is all about data models, and in that data schema and instances. Thank you. If you like our video, then please subscribe to our YouTube channel Learn World.